Hi, Taurus. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to A Fairy Tale Love for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome. Today, we're going to ask Spirit, what is next in love? What's coming your way? Please use this reading to manifest a love that's coming into your life or to confirm a love. I will be using some charms and I will be using some initials. So we have that. And I'm going to expand on the love messages today for you into a part 2 at the end of this reading. So keep your eyes open for that. I'll tag it at the end of this video. Please share with me, my Taurus. What is it that you have, Spirit, for my Taurus today? I ask that you guide me. I am listening for you now. I have a journey. You embark upon many adventures. Little bit of a let the adventures begin. There was a sense of you being adventurous, that you're willing to jump right in. There was a sense of maybe you don't normally kind of go for it, but for some reason, this person really has excited you. And I guess you're more open to seeing where it's going to go, but it's like, let's see where this goes. Okay, so get ready for the ride. I have values. Importance of making time for your family, their family. This person could be very close to their family. That could be a sign. They could have a large family, Spirit just said, and they're very close to their family. They like to do a lot of things with their family members. So then maybe that's who you end up hanging. Sometimes as we get older, that's who we end up hanging out with. We end up hanging out with our siblings and our nieces and nephews and parents and things like that. So it could be that we hang out a lot with family members on either side. I have conquest. Bridge the gap with every small step. I like the energy of, it took us a long time to get here for some reason, but now that we're here and now that we have both agreed that this is what we both want, I feel like it's like a weight came off our shoulders, that we can breathe, that we found somebody that we want to be with. We found somebody that they like me as much as I like you. And I don't have to question that anymore. I know where I stand with this person. And now we can just kind of see where this goes for real. So it took a little while to get here. I want to say there was some delays for some reason. Maybe Spirit will share that with me. I have an 8 of Cups. They had to walk away from something to be in this connection. Maybe you weren't allowing them into your life until they did that. You just said, I'm not getting involved. I'm just going to say they choose you. Okay, that they choose you. Maybe it wasn't a committed relationship. Maybe they were casually dating somebody else, but they felt like they needed to, have no strings attached to anybody before they started anything with you, or you insisted on it, I would say. I have a Queen of Wands. Yeah, they choose you, is how I feel. I have a 9 of Swords. There could have been a period of time that this is somebody that you may have felt like, I really should be with this person. Maybe you knew immediately. Sometimes there's that inner knowing that I just met my person, and they're stuck in a situation. They're not available for whatever reason. And then there's this worry over, did I just meet my person, but I can't have them? Like, am I going to have to walk away from this person? So I feel like there was definitely a delay in this starting. I have a 3 of Wands. I'm going to say there was some wondering. Is this person going to choose me eventually? Is this person going to see that there could be more with us than with someone else? And I think there was a time period where we really were waiting for either this person to make up their mind or questioning, why would Spirit put this person in front of me, have me have these feelings for them, and then not allow anything to happen? So I guess there was probably Why is this person in my life? Why do I have feelings for this person? I have an Ace of Pentacles. I have a King of Swords. They make up their mind. They absolutely. This is somebody that I have a 7 of Swords and I have a 6 of Swords. This person does not want to be in a relationship with somebody else and be lying to that person. So they have decided, I got to move on from this. Like, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it to that person. And I don't want to live my life like that. I don't want to live a lie is how it came into me. They make up their mind that they do want to be with you. And then they have this, offer. They have something to say. They have, you want to start dating. I want to be with you. I don't want to be with anybody else. I'm not with anybody else. It's ended. I told him it was over. So, but I feel like that took a while. I do. I feel like that you probably put your foot down and said, I'm not interested in being the other person. Good for you. You don't want to put yourself in that situation because then they have their cake and they eat it too. It's just not, it's not healthy and it's a bad place to be in. All right, let's see what they're saying. Terms, working it out, negotiating. I don't know if there's terms, but I'm going to say that we definitely talked about, I'm not interested in starting something with you unless you have no strings attached to somebody else. I'm just not going to do that. So if you decide that you want to be with me and I'm still available, then great. But, and then I feel like they decided that they needed to move on from, because obviously they wouldn't be interested in you if they were in love with somebody else. Let's face it. Unsatisfied. I've been losing interest in whoever they were with. So they may not have been happy for a long time. You come into their life, it's a different energy. They're more interested in you. They're more attracted to you. But, and Spirit's saying you're not breaking up a family. It doesn't feel like it's a divorce. It feels like somebody they were dating. It could be somebody they've been casual with for a while. Not somebody that they're engaged to or I feel like it's somebody they're dating, like, and it just hasn't been working out anyways. So I don't think it's necessarily you that is making them break up. I have reminiscing, looking at good times, thinking about you. Little bit of I want you back energy. Some of you, not all of you, could have been in a relationship with this person in the past. And they went and they've been with other people. They're with somebody else right now. And you bump into each other again, or you start talking again. And there's a sense of, I want you back. And I'm not taking you back with somebody else in your life. I'm not even going to give you a chance. So for some of you, it could be a reconciliation. It could be a past returns energy. Let me keep going. Not all of you, but for some of you, it could be, I can't take you back with you having any kind of interaction with somebody else. All fired up, furious, building up, very angry. So if this is something like a no contact and they're trying to come back and they still are attached, God forbid, to somebody that they left you for, that would be rage, right? That would be like, how dare you? What are you doing? So that could be happening just to a handful of you. I'm just going to throw it out there that way. I don't feel like this is for everybody. It's a collective reading, but there could be a handful of you that just says, my past came out of the blue and all of a sudden wants me back, but they've got to disconnect from what they have around the winter time. So this could be happening in the winter. It could be happening now. Whatever this energy is, Okay. Let's do some initials. Let's see if that gives you some clues as to some of you, this might connect you to who I'm talking about. others of you, it could be somebody new coming into your energy that you just know they're dating around. You know that there's somebody, and you're not really just interested in being one of many. So you just stand your, I'm going to say you just stand your ground more than anything. All right, let's see what they have. So I've got these initials, and let's see what we have. I have the letter A, N, D, and I have a Z, I have a W, I have a Y, P, U, I have a Z, I have an N, an F, I have a C, I have a K. I'm going to separate these letters because it's starting to spell a bad word, I think. I'm just going to put it down here. I feel like I'm spelling a bad word. I have O, I have A, I have another O, and I have an L. Okay, so those are the initials. Now, while I was reading them off, Spirit was sharing with me that we could have somebody coming in from your past just when you're meeting somebody to move forward with. And I don't know why that happens. It's almost as if telepathically they know that you're moving on, and they panic and they say, oh, I don't want them to move on, even though they could have been the one that broke up with you. They could have been the one that ended it. But sometimes in this crazy world we live in of energy, it's like simultaneous. You've got somebody coming back, begging you to come back. You're like, where did that come from? At the same time, somebody's trying to come into your energy. And you're like, I had nothing before. Nothing. Wasn't talking to anybody. Nobody was talking to me. And now I've got two people from two different kind of energies coming at me. I don't know why that happens, but Spirit's saying choose wisely. Choose wisely. Maybe you have some unfinished business with that past and you just have to get it out of your system in order for you to really feel like you need to move on. But it's almost a feeling of that past comes in and makes you question, this new person, new energy that's coming forward. Spirit, please share with me. I have a graceful love. Show graceful love by handling conflicts with elegance. Communicate respectfully, listen with empathy, and seek solutions that honor both parties. I do feel like you have this sense of grace. I do feel like you're not going to push anybody away. I feel like there's a sense of I would listen to somebody, especially somebody I cared for at one time in my life. But it doesn't mean that you're going backwards. Maybe you just want to hear what they say to close the door, Spirit's saying. So sometimes it helps. They come back and you're able to say no. And this time you're saying no instead of them being the ones to decide that you're choosing you, Spirit's saying. You're choosing, I've moved on since you left. I didn't keep that door open for you forever. I've moved on. An internal connection. Honor the deep connection with your partner by creating rituals. Celebrate your love, share your daily affirmations, express gratitude for each other to strengthen your bond. So that feels like I want you to know that I appreciate you, to me, that I actually say it out loud. I appreciate what you do for me. I appreciate you being here for me. A passionate romance. Keep the romance alive by expressing love passionately. Write love letters, love texts maybe, plan surprise dates, and never stop courting each other. So this feeling of I want the passion. Maybe you were very passionate with your past, but if there's hurt there and you have this empty hole of how they treated you, it's a really hard hole to fill. So I feel like some of you are struggling out there for some reason with, why is this person coming back into my life now? And what do I do about it? Only you can decide. If you feel like you have unfinished business with somebody, maybe you have to decide, do I give them another chance? Do I owe it to myself and to this connection for another chance? Some of you may say yes. Some of you are going to say, hell no. No way. They don't get a chance. I have a Fool. I'm leaning towards the new beginning. I have a Queen of Swords. You're going to decide. You're going to know. When you feel like you just don't have the answers, then it means that you're not ready to make a decision today. And you can take your time in making a decision. Nobody's rushing you. There's no finish line on this kind of path. I have an Eight of Swords. Nothing's holding you back from your own happiness. What makes you happy? Set yourself free. Nothing is holding you back. And I have a Magician. The Magician came into me as I care about you. And I don't know if I've ever thought of the Magician that way, but I guess so. There's a lot of qualities that the Magician brings to the table. And one of them could be, I really care about you. I really want the best for you. I really want you to be happy. And if being with somebody else is happy, maybe it's a conversation of, if this other person's really going to make you happy, then I want you to be happy at the end of the day. So it could be something like that. I really care about you is how it came in. So there could be somebody that will care about you for the rest of their life. I have a Ten of Pentacles. I want security. I want abundance flowing into me. I have a Page of Cups. Again, a new beginning after the storm. I also feel strong in my convictions with this particular card for some reason. I feel that I deserve to be in control of my feelings. I don't want somebody to play with my emotions. So there could be somebody playing with your emotions, stringing you along, breadcrumbing you, not wanting you to really move forward, but not giving you what you need either. But they keep reappearing right when you're ready to move on. Twin flames do that. It's like they know that that window or door is closing, and then they just poof, come back. Like, what are you doing here? I have a Hanged Man, like waiting for the perfect moment. Waiting for the perfect moment. I've been waiting to, reach out to you. How convenient that you reach out to me right when I start to see somebody new. And I just happened to tell your brother the other day that I was dating somebody, and then this person appears. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Libra energy. I have a Capricorn. Could be a Gemini. Could be a Taurus also. One more. And could be a Sagittarius. Okay. Let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. I've got confusing feelings overall, Taurus. So we either have some unfinished business with somebody, or we got to get somebody out of our blood, or there could be that fear. Maybe you want nothing to do with this person, but there's always that fear in the back of your mind that they are going to come back, that this person's just going to show up someday and want to talk. And you're like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Let's get a scoop of charms. Okay. Good. We got a lot. All right. And I'm going to zoom in on these. Let's see. Let's see what they're saying. Let's get the letters first. I have a letter N. I have a letter P. I have a letter B. I have an F. And it looks like I have some signs. I have an Aquarius. I have a Taurus. I have a Cancer. More letters, lots of letters. I have a U. And I have a Z. All right, let me see what I have for charms. Let's see what's jumping out. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go with this lobster first. It came into me as a memory more than anything. It came into me as a trip to a fish house, a clam house, it's like a memory of learning to eat lobsters for the first time. Like, how do I eat a lobster and open it up and, actually get in there? So this person could have taught you, or their family could have taught you how to eat a lobster. Maybe a lot of people don't know how to eat a lobster. It's kind of it's kind of awkward, I guess. But I feel like it's a memory. I feel like it's more of I've never had lobster, but I had lobster for the first time with them, and I learned how to actually pick it apart, and it was fun, and their family does it all the time. So maybe it's something that they do. I like the big comb. I always see this comb as somebody who has really thick hair, long, thick hair. They're saying, they're showing me not only conditioner after they wash it, but they have like oily conditioner, or they have shiny oil, and they run their fingers through their hair like that. And then they have the big comb. So somebody who has a lot of hair, and it takes some work to maintain it, but it's gorgeous. They're saying it has a beautiful shine. It has a gorgeous shine. I'm going to say dark hair, but it has this beautiful shine, or whatever their product, because I'm rubbing my hands together and I'm running it through my fingers. So it has this gorgeous shine to it. So that maybe that product does that. I have a queen. I'm going to put the queen and the comb together because I'm just going to say I take care of myself. I'm just going to say it's important to me that I look good. I take care of myself. I'm polished, male or female. I just feel like I'm just kind of put together. It feels like it's important to me. Here's a makeup mirror. So I'm going to say like all of those things are important, but I pull myself together. Really wonderful. All right. I have a couple of flowers, and I'm going to put these two pink flowers and this teddy bear together because I feel like I have little girls in my life. I feel like these are two little girls, or I have daughters, or somebody has daughters. I feel like there's two daughters, and how some people, like I have two boys, some people like they have just daughters. That's how I feel. Like I have two daughters. That's it. I never had a son. They're my whole life, the same way as I had two boys. I never had a daughter. So it feels like that. I have two daughters, and the teddy bear is, of course, running more towards the young side, but I think it just showed me that it was a girl for sure. I'm going to just say it's girls. I have a flamingo. They're using the word season with me, and I live in Florida, and there's seasons. So people come down as snowbirds. So this could be somebody that travels back and forth, or you travel back and forth. You could live 6 months one place, 6 months another place, or that's something that you are definitely planning on doing in your retirement. You would like to have two homes, and you would be what's called a snowbird. So it's a snowbird energy around this union. Maybe that's something that's your dream. We want to have, a home somewhere warm in the winter time, and then keep the house, you know, up in the north where it snows, you know, and go there in the summer or something like that. Yeah, because I have palm tree. I have a palm tree and I have the flamingo. So I'm going to say we have snowbirds and I have a sun. I'm going to put all these together. I have the sun. So I think we have somebody who goes back and forth, or we're going to do that when we get older and retire. I have a horn and I have a glass of champagne. That feels more like a night out with a band. That it could be we went to a wedding together and there was a live band that had horn player or something like that, a small orchestra. But it feels like I'm at a nice, elegant party. I'm guessing a wedding that would have a small piece band or something very formal that would have like musicians, professional musicians, and I'm drinking a glass of champagne, and it could be like appetizers being served, and we're all dressed up. So I'm guessing we're at a wedding or something, some kind of big function that would have something formal like that. So it could be something in your future, could be something that you do now. So let's see these up close. How nice. I liked the lobster and I like the snowbird. I think that you guys all should be snowbirds. I think you should all move to Florida to be with me. There you go. All right. Let's see what they have for you for what else they have. And we're going to do some love messages, and then I'm going to do a part 2 with expanded love messages as well. I have taken control. I like the feeling of I get to decide always, that you get to decide that you're going to be in a relationship or not in a relationship. So the sense of confusion about different energies coming at you at the same time, you are going to have to make a decision. And, you know, it's like door number A or door number B. What's best for you, your future self, your higher self. So take control of what's best for you. Don't let anybody try to convince you or try to tell you it's going to be different this time, or you owe it to me because we have so much time together. You know, take control of what it is that's best for you. If this is happening around you, take it slow. Maybe you don't have to make a decision either way right now. They're saying go with the new love. I think my vote is going to be with the new love also, but there is a part of me that I want to hear what the other person has to say, because maybe it gives you some closure. Maybe that's all it's trying to do. I have hidden emotions. You know, sometimes when that past knocks on our door, we think that we're over them, and then we hear their voice, and then we see them. And we're right back where we were. And it could be months we haven't seen them. It could be a year we haven't seen them or more. And you think, I'm nuts. That my emotions just came out of nowhere. I forget the hurt. I forget the pain. You know, our bodies have a way of holding on to the love more than the hate, which is probably a good thing. And if you cared about somebody and you loved that person, it's really hard to just stop loving them. And when you see them again, the emotions just come right back up, or hearing their voice just comes right back up. So I would say that something emotional is going to happen to transition you somehow. And maybe that will be the deciding factor. Like I said, maybe some unfinished business gets taken care of. You're reminded why it ended in the first place. Spirit, please share with me loving messages. I'm going to go with this new love. Loving messages with what's coming towards us or who is in our life now. Our challenges have strengthened us. Absolutely. Life is a challenge. It is. I support your dreams. Go for it. I will be your cheerleader. I will be there for you. Maybe we have a lot more synergy together. I hope our children have your inner beauty and outer beauty. Some of you could have planned to have a family with somebody, that the new person coming into your life is the person you're supposed to have a family with. Yes, I really do love you. How about the person who's honest with their feelings? Because there was an incredible sense of on again, off again with that past and breadcrumbing, keeping you on a string just enough so that you don't fall in love with somebody else. But now we've got spirit saying, I've got somebody that's going to say to you, I really do love you. So I don't think it's going to be a hard choice. I'm going to go into more in depth in some additional love messages in part 2, and I'll put that link at the end of this video. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today because we've got a choice ahead of us, it looks like. I want to thank you for being here. I'm very grateful. Hit that like and subscribe button, comment below. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, check out my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. In the meantime, we'll see you all again in another reading. And for those of you that would like to join me in part 2, I'm going to post that link for you now.